Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is of course a wrapping tutorial for this wrap, and I'm going to call this the Nefertiti wrap, and I'm going to do something that I have not done before, which is sort of being inspired by a historical figure, seriously, like the queen, you know, of head wrappings or head coverings, let's put it that way. I have not done that, to do a wrap inspired by a person like this. So this is how Nefertiti looked, or that is of course sort of a picture of how she looked. I'm sure in real life she was more colorful and more vibrant than what you're seeing here. But anyway, this is what I sort of had in mind when I did this wrap, and it is super easy. Of course you can see there is no nonsense going on, you know, but I kind of felt like this would be such a nice wrap for many of you and also for me, and just playing with the colors and just, you know, being in the moment. Plus for this wrap I'm also going to use the bobo shaper, so this is my second tutorial using the bobo shaper in case you're interested. Of course everything you're seeing here is lovingly provided by Wrapunzel, and also Wrapunzel will be of course linked in the description box together with everything else you need to know. Okay, so without further ado, I think we're ready to go into this tutorial, and I hope you will enjoy yourselves. Okay, sweeties, welcome to the tutorial part for the Nefertiti wrap. Okay, so I'm of course wearing the new bobo shaper, and I'm just going to sort of put it on because maybe some of you didn't see it, how to put it on. So you basically just slide it on to wherever you want to have it, and I personally like to show my hairline, but of course you can also line it up to the front, and in a lot of ways it even works better that way, because like this for me now it extends really far to the back, and I'm sort of trying to come up with half wraps, and it sort of interferes a little bit with that. But I have already tried a few things. I'm just going to slide that piece of information in here, even though it is not about this wrap, that you can also just flip it in here in the front and make it shorter for yourself. Okay, so if you have that same problem that it just extends too far to the back because you're showing your hairline, then that is something you can totally do. So anyway, just saying, I have been starting to play around with those half wraps, and I hope I can come up with something nice. Anyway, so this is what it is. I have my hair in a high bun, and I am going to just tie one knot here in the back. And now again, because I'm having it sit a little bit towards the back, I cannot really now tug it away here behind it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. So that's why I'm just going to sort of tug it away on top of the shaper, which makes no difference at all. It's really no problem at all. So I'm just going to do it like this. Just if you were wondering why I'm doing it that way, it sort of feels a little bit safer for me to do it that way. And it might really just be because I'm wearing my shaper a little bit more to the back. So I'm just sort of tugging it in wherever it fits, somewhere, anywhere. All right, so what we're doing now is, I can't find a place to tuck it in, 1 second. Let me do it from the bottom up. Okay, so this is how it looks now. All right, so anyway, we are going to start with the Nefertiti wrap, and for that I'm going to take the Tough 2-in-1 in, I think it's teal, it's bright teal. This is how it looks, a very, very lightweight semi-sheer scarf, if you can see my arm through it. It has some fringes here, it is not super wide, and it is very, very summer friendly because it is light. It has a bit of a grip to it, which makes it easier to wrap because it doesn't slide so much, you know. So a very, very nice scarf, especially for beginners. And also, anyway, if you try to pile on a lot of different colors, you can pile on 6 of those in different colors and you will basically not feel the weight, you know. So anyway, I'm going to put this from the top down. I'm going to flip it in here in the beginning a little bit. And then I'm just going to basically try to do a regal wrap with this, which means crossing over in the back. And then I'm just going to layer it here. And this does not need to be neat or nice at all because it's all going to be covered up. Just, you know, make sure to tuck away the fringes as much as you can if you care that they're hanging out. If you don't, then it's not an issue. So I'm just sort of trying to have the emphasis of the wrap, of course, towards the back, because that is sort of what Nefertiti is all about, right? So I'm going to already, while I'm layering this regal wrap, I'm sort of leaving the emphasis, or putting the emphasis on the back or on the top part of the wrap. All right, so the next thing is going to be the sari scarf in purple. Now, the whole concept of sari scarves is, of course, that there are a lot of different layers of more or less the same color scheme, sometimes also not, but like a color family in the broadest sense. I don't know. Anyway, so this is what mine looks like. It doesn't mean that yours will look like this one, just so you know, okay? So anyway, I'm going to fold this. This is a very, very like thin scarf. It's not like wide, you know, not very, very wide at all. So I'm going to fold this into a third of the width. Let me just do this quickly here on my lap. Okay, and now that I've done that, I'm going to put it here. Like sort of, you know, leaving a little bit of a frame here of the teal one. And I'm going to cross over at the bottom of the shaper. And I'm going to cross over here again. And again, I'm just pushing the weight sort of the wrap to the top of the wrap. And again, this doesn't need to be super, super neat. I'm tugging it away here, wherever I can find room. Already that looks super nice if you ask me. Anyway, so now the next thing is going to be the red sari scarf. And here you can see very well that a red sari scarf is not necessarily only a red sari scarf. It has also orange, it has also yellow. It's sort of a fiery kind of a mixture, you know, which is really, really nice if you ask me. So makes it even more versatile, because I'm really like color combinations and stuff is just really my thing. I'm not scared of stuff like that. So anyway, let me fold this two into thirds, just trying to figure out which part I want the most. Story of my life. And now I'm going to put this. No, this is not what I wanted. Wait, I want to have the boldest red that I can have. Which one is it though? Is this boring? I'm sorry. So anyway, when I tried this out before, it was easier. It's just because the camera is on. It's struggling. All right, so let's do it like this. All right, there we go. Same thing like we just did with the purple sari scarf, just that I'm layering it a little bit more towards the top. But again, I'm bringing it down to the bottom of the shaper to cross it over. Okay, let me just fix this. Sort of got knocked a little bit out of position, out of the, you know, place that I had put it because of putting the other one on top. But never mind. Okay, so now I'm just piling on these ends of the red sari scarf very much on top of the wrap. So we really have a nice rise in the wrap. You know, this is like my whole point that I wanted to make with this wrap, that I don't know, that it looks a little bit like this kind of head covering that Nefertiti wore. Maybe a little bit more colorful than she did, but I don't know. So anyway, this is basically what I wanted to achieve. And of course, this is a very, very simple concept, but I think just by using different colors or also different textures or different patterns, you can do so much with this. You can go either completely simple. What I also wanted to point out, which could be really, really nice, is if you're just using 2-in-1s, the original 2-in-1s, the watercolor 2-in-1s, or the tough 2-in-1s, and just have line after line after line after like of different colors, that could be super, super nice. Just as a thought. Okay, so this is how it looks. I have no idea how it looks from the back, but I'm going to turn around anyway. All right, so this is how it looks. And I think it is just a very, very nice and lively, and it's super, super easy wrap that really, you know, you don't need a lot of thought to do this. But I kind of really feel like sometimes less is more, you know, and sometimes you can just let the scarf speak and don't have some, like, don't need to have some intricate knots or stuff like that going on, or swirls or ornaments or whatever. Sometimes it's really just in that, you know, and that can be good enough. So I think think this is so cool, and I also think that due to the shaper, to the shape of the shaper, that it really goes up like this, it kind of really lends itself to do this wrap. So anyway, this is it for me. I hope you did enjoy. Let me just fix my blouse now, because now I don't have to raise my arm anymore. My arms. I have two. All right, so this is how it looks, the finished look. I really, really like it. Again, I think simple wraps have totally a place in our wrapping world, and we should not underestimate their value. You know, it's so good to have a regal wrap. There is nothing wrong with that, and I basically have 3 regal wraps on my head right now, you know, in one wrap. All right, so that is it. I hope you did enjoy. Leave me your comments, of course, in the comment section down below. If you want to order something from Wrapunzel, it is going to be linked in the description box, and of course, as always, you can use my discount code, which is Queen Leorah in all caps in one word. It will give you 5% off your order, and it is affiliated. So besides that, I wish you have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening, depending on when you're watching this, and I will see you here super soon, either on my channel or on the Wrapunzel channel, depending on where you're seeing this. If you watch this on my channel, please subscribe to my channel. If you're watching it on the Wrapunzel channel, please subscribe to the Wrapunzel channel, and up until next time, hugs and kisses. Go ahead and sparkle. Bye.